Leo is quiet as he drives, occasionally checking in the rearview mirror. Everyone else is pretty silent, too. Oh man, my mic really liked that one. Oh, it's probably the T sound. It's weird being in a car. It's weird being in a car with Carl and him just sitting there quietly, not staring at his phone or anything. It's like he doesn't know what to look at and is stuck pondering on his own thoughts for a change. I look back at Jenna, who's monitoring her phone for any sign that the signal will stay consistent enough to get a message out. It's hard to believe it, but she's actually trying to apologize. But she was actually trying to apologize earlier. In her own weird way, of course. Part of me wanted to say that I was sorry for what I said at the river about how she treats her family, but that would be lying. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, Flynn does not like Jen much.
Nah. I'm not sorry for what I said, but I can tell when something hit hard and hurt more than I'm happy with. People dance around shit all the time, when so much of this bullshit could have been avoided. People were just honest with each other. I roll down the window and prop my knees up on the dash, craning my neck, some to peer at TJ in the mirror. He knows I'm watching him. Hell, I think everyone's watching him. Even with Socket Man as a cover story, him keeping silent about all this for so long is just cruel. But TJ never changes.
TJ's just going in circles.
Did he truly think? Whom do you serve? Did he truly think not mentioning the fur color of the person in the water was for the best? Maybe he thought he could avoid the situation like this. Our group getting shattered. Well, our group is fucked now. No way in hell I want to hang out with anyone but Carl after all this shit. And it wasn't like I was all peachy. It wasn't like it was all peaches and gravy these past few years anyway. Jace, TJ, and Jenna hadn't so much as texted me since they left for college. And Leo, he used to visit me back at the warehouse when I packed freight. We fucked a couple of times, but he seemed to get more and more disgusted with the arrangement. I couldn't tell if it was me or him, but it was awkward as hell. I mean, I'm not the sentimental type, but when you're being screwed by somebody and they glance away anytime you look at them, it makes you feel like shit. I eventually had enough. Told him I wasn't his fucking otter, and to get a fleshlight like the rest of us. He cut me out of his life right then and there. Even stopped visiting Carl. It's shitty watching somebody who was once a social butterfly turn into an absolute recluse. For the first part of this week, he was trying so hard to act like his old self that nothing had changed. Or never changes. We were fags and weirdos in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Of course we stuck together at first. But as Carl says, shit's broke now. As we make the turn off to Margaret Street, I spot the familiar dust-covered plastic flamingos that adorn Auntie's yard. The manufactured house was built back in the 80s and still dons the sort of faded turquoise color scheme. She added these pink diamond-shaped bathroom tiles all around the roof's edge a couple of years ago, too. For Halloween and Christmas, she hangs up neon-colored tube lights, and I swear you can see her house lit up from miles away. I'm not entirely sure what aesthetic she's going for. Carl called it vintage trailer trash once, and I guess that's fitting enough. Leo slows the van some as we approach.
I don't see any lights on. No car in the driveway. She can't have packed. She can't have parked in the garage. Shit's still packed full of boxes of Uncle's stuff.
Guys? The salamander pokes the glass of the window next to him, pointing at something across the street. That's, Karen's place, right? An old bus driver? It looks like somebody.
Daxton, your voice got deep, bro. Stop copying me.
I think my balls dropped. It looks like somebody broke in. Is that recent? The colored glass of the front door is shattered. Pieces of Technicolor shards are split across the concrete porch.
Yeah, very. As in, it wasn't like this when I stopped by this morning.
People are taking advantage of emergency services being out. I hope she's okay.
Her car's... That's not Leo. Her car's not here either.
They broke her statue, too. The little sombrero Chihuahua man's silhouette she had next to the door is completely shattered. It's smashed into 100 pieces. The wooden Benevidio?
Bienvenido. Or bienvenido.
The wooden Bienvenido sign that used to hang around his neck is split in half and laying in the dirt. Good. Jenna mumbles. I clutch my rifle a little tighter, trying to see if there's any movement going on inside the house, as I glare at Jenna, thinking thanks for saying good to my mom's house getting broken into and she potentially being murdered, Jenna. I like you even more already.
Karen's someone else, not Flynn's aunt.
That's right. Fuck Karen.
About face. Not my mom, not my aunt. Bitch.
Never liked that bus driver anyway. It's completely still beyond the lights swaying of pink lace curtains from the breeze outside. It's probably best we speak with the mayor. Perhaps with what's going on, she'd return to City Hall? My heart drops in my chest. Yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully the crazy guy's gone by now.
Oh no. She doesn't usually work Saturdays.
Jenna raises an eyebrow at me. Well, this is quite a Saturday, Flynn. Leo sighs, putting the van into gear.
City Hall it is.
It's well into the night by the time we pull into the gravel parking lot. Sure enough, Auntie's teal hatchback Jeep is parked by the side of the building. Daxton squints at it, then points. Ad Astra bumper sticker. On the chrome bumper, there's a decal of what I guess is a silhouette of Captain Amicus and some sort of insect on his face. Its golden, spacey font reads, "These things are harmless, don't worry." I didn't know your aunt was so cool.
She's not.
I grumble idly, my mind racing as I try to think of a distraction to keep everyone away outside. Everyone but Carl and I are already getting out of the van. The ram gives me a nervous look before nodding at me and speaking up.
Dudes, wait a second. What?
Leo's tone is...
What, Leo? What, Carl?
What do you want?
It's Echo, the Broadway show. What, Carl?
What does your bitch ass want?
What's that silly-looking suit and... Ah!
Leo's tone is curt as he looks back at the ram, who's sluggishly pulling himself outside.
I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Now?
It's... all that freeze-dried ice cream. It's so shitty. I can't handle it.
Carl begins to make retching noises, and Jenna quickly covers her ears. Oh, God, Carl.
Yeah. Please, just don't throw up in my van, no? Yeah? Who's doing TJ again? Was that me or you? I think it was me, right?
Yeah, I think you're doing TJ.
Oh, yeah, doing. All right. Guys?
Carl continues to make some of the most visceral, gut-wrenching upping noises I've ever heard. They practically sound wet.
Guys.
I turn to see what TJ is trying to get our attention for. A whole bunch of cars are driving down the road in our direction, like a convoy. I recognize the one in front. It's Mark and his SUV. He works here at City Hall. They start to pull into the parking lot, quickly filling up to the point where folks are starting to park on the road. What's going on? Here's my chance.
That's Mark. Maybe he'll have some answers. I need to head inside real quick. I'll be right back.
Jenna nods slightly, watching what looks like a bunch of townsfolk get out of their cars in front of us. I pass the still hunched over Carl and give him a squeeze on the shoulder.
Thanks. I feel like I'm actually gonna puke now after that. Don't.
I head inside. It's quiet when I enter, though I can hear the subtle sounds of shuffling paper coming from down the hall. I'm starting to feel this strange sort of pang in my head, like someone's pressing an ice pack to the front of my skull. Maybe it's because I'm nervous. Regardless, here I go, boldly, into Auntie's office.
Oh, Flynn has gone before.
It's Metal Gear Star Trek.
It's Metal Gear Echo.
I walk lightly, peering around the corner into Auntie's office. Her fingers flick along various pages with a manila folder, her tropical flower print scarf swaying with her every movement. I watch her, illuminated only by the soft glow of the moonlight outside. I'm wrought with an uneasy sort of feeling, where I can't tell if she actually knows that I'm here or not, or whether she cares. It's a familiar feeling, but never one I quite got used to.
There's a hell of a ruckus outside. You looking for something?
Anything of substance regarding this whole hysteria business? She speaks plainly.
What?
I'll tell you in a second. Is Mark here yet? She cranes her neck to peer out the tiny slitted window in the corner of her office, yet there's not much of a view other than the side of the sagebush.
I saw him pulling up in his SUV outside with, like, a whole convoy of folk following him. Does it smell clean?
She looks up, seeming to notice my repeater for the first time. Her brow furrows. You know, under any other circumstances, I'd give you a chewing out for bringing that inside. I didn't hear he's been making a hell of I did hear he's been making a hell of a scene around town, waving a gun around. Figured it was a meth binge until I saw Dale doing the same damn thing.
Dale? Fucking Otter is kind of a softie, ain't he? Yeah, don't think it's got to do with his painkiller addiction.
I popped 4 of the pills he takes earlier, you know, for the aches. It ain't the sort of thing to put you in a gunfighting mood. I nod, despite everything she's telling me. I can't really focus on it. I keep looking back towards the closed reading room behind me. Fuck. Might as well get it over with. I took a deep breath.
Did you let Chase out?
What? She seems confused with the sudden change of topic. Chase? Leo's lover boy?
Former lover boy. He hasn't been pounding on the door to get out.
Boy? What are you talking about? I haven't seen him since you brought him and the Hendricks boy to City Hall the other afternoon. I turn, moving out the hallway and unlocking the reading room door. I always thought it was weird that it had a lock facing the hall, though I think Auntie mentioned there used to be a back exit through here.
What the hell?
Flynn, what did you do? I ignore my aunt's exasperated voice as I push open the door, stepping into the dark room. It's mustier than a skunk's ass in here with all the rain damage. I can practically feel the mildew and mold on my toes as I run my hand along the wall. Eventually, I find the light switch.
Chase. He's not in here?
Carl's voice takes me by surprise, the ram standing slightly behind me. And of course, Daxton's there too, the salamander gulping at the interior like he's some kind of museum. Like he's in some kind of museum, not he is a museum. I can't believe you locked Chase up. Like, do city clerks have the authority to do that?
Not unless he's, like, archiving him. Way to go, Carl. Archive the otter. Wait.
He just takes a scan, he just, like, shoves his face into a scanner and takes a scan of him.
No, it's just Chase just sits up on the scanner and presses scan.
Yeah.
Copy it all, baby. You told him?
I glare down at the ram, who quickly throws up the flats of his paws defensively.
He's your roommate, dude. Come on. It's not like he's part of the old group anyway.
Fortunately, like Carl said, I don't see the rest of the gang. Carl notices me peering past him and speaks up.
They're, talking with Mark outside.
It's about time he showed up.
Hi, Mayor.
Hello, hi. The two of them
Hi.
wave awkwardly. Hi!
Hi. Your name?
Yeah,
what was the
okay.
name of it?
So Daxton is just like, hi!
I forget what the name of that little cat-looking, that little creature is in Undertale, but it just goes, hi! That's Axton.
Mute something? It's the one that's all in pink, right?
I think it's all in pink. It has like a little shop.
Yeah.
It's literally got just like a little town of just them.
Yeah, just them. I don't remember what it's called either.
It's like, yeah.
Auntie looks at the both of them with a sort of perplexed frown. Hello, y'all. She responds abruptly before looking back to me. Now, Flynn.
Just give me a sec. He's gotta still be in here.
I see a stained blue V-neck shirt laying on the ground in the corner by the old bookshelves.
Ace.
Still no response. It's then I
beat him in the
notice.
back of the head with the butt of my rifle. Get up, you idiot! Then I shoot him.
If I knock him out hard enough, he'll stand up.
The beating will continue until morale improves.
It's then that I notice there's something moving on his shirt. Little specks that seem to be gathering in the folds of fabric.
Well, fuck me.
I hold out my arm across the doorway, pushing Carl and Daxton back.
Dude, what? Auntie, did Mark set off those bug bombs after work on Monday like I asked?
I'm assuming by your tone that he did not.
They hatched.
Oh, goodness. Can we not play the pronoun game right now? What are you talking about? I see the unused can sitting knocked over in the corner.
Stay back, Black Widows.
I lower my arm and walk over to it, quickly popping the top and watching the fogger begin to mist the foul-smelling fumigation spray into the air. The effect is near instant. The skittering pattern of all the little spiders begins to grow more erratic. I watch as an adult one on Chase's shirt clambers on top with an increasingly still pile of little spiders. It just sits there, writhing. I can feel something on my foot, too, but my scales are too thick for it to be any threat to me. I hear Carl mutter behind me.
I take back what I said. You do have balls.
Excuse me?
Sorry, Mayor Moore.
Boys, I don't have time for this. As I look past the shelves, I see a big lump of fur curled up in the corner under one of the old metal desks. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck! I dash over, grabbing at the otter's scruff and yanking his ass out of there. He's surprisingly light, and I realize I've never picked him up before. Oh, damn. Is he okay?
Water. Give me water.
There's some in the mini fridge. I'll get it. As I pull him into better light, he looks like absolute shit. His lips are chapped bloody, and the whites of his eyes are bloodshot. There's also a dribble of vomit on the floor, which I have the misfortune of stepping in. Vomit and spiders. Fucking great.
Chase, wake the fuck up!
I give his face a hard slap. Carl winces. The other wheezes raspily, letting out a kind of low moan.
Man, he's terrified of spiders. I know. Karma, right?
The ram
bitch.
speak.
Right.
That's right, bitch. Take
Bitch.
that. The ram speaks in an uneasy tone, visibly uncomfortable at seeing Chase like this.
Yeah, maybe.
Next thing I know, Auntie's handing me a bottle of water, bringing it to his lips. I bring it to his lips.
Drink, you stupid idiot.
If this was a prank of yours, it ain't a real gut-buster, Flynn. Move over, you're gonna drown him. I feel a weird tingle on the back of my neck. Reluctantly, I step aside. I look at Chase. He looks at me. I look at Chase. He looks at me. And I ask, what did you need again?
It kind of feels like we're stuck in a drive-through.
I look at Chase, and part of me hopes he never wakes up. And I feel sick. Why is he just in his breeches? I blink, glancing down and getting an eyeful of Chase's briefs. You didn't undress him before you shoved him in there, right? Or was that part of it?
Jesus, fuck! Oh, God, no! I didn't do that.
Daxton gives me a dubious look before shifting his concerned gaze back to the otter. Auntie, meanwhile, is propping his head up on a couple of office chair cushions, quietly urging the otter to drink as she wets his lips. They part for a moment, and Chase complies enough to get a swallow down. Again, part of me breathes a sigh of relief, while the other half seems to be filled with a sort of angry dread. Don't wake up. Daxton crouches down beside him, pulling back some of the fur around his collarbone, and showing swelling red skin beneath. Must have been where he got bit, and of course, 911 ain't working. Carl chuckles nervously.
Can vomit on him if that will help.
Yeah, is like, Carl, you fucking idiot. Black Widow bites are not like vomit jellyfish stings. You can't just vomit on a spider bite and make it go away.
Yeah, you gotta shit on that one.
You gotta shit in your hands like you're a goddamn monkey, and then just spread it all over the wound. The infection will make it go away.
I guess it's too late to suck the venom out, right?
You know, that doesn't actually work. It's just a dumb old westerns that made people believe that crap.
Well, I had a great-grandpa, or great-great-grandpa who died of a spider bite. I mean, I think it was a tarantula or something.
Tarantulas ain't that venomous.
He was old as hell, and there might have been, like, a fuckload of them? I don't know.
Boys, this is reassuring talk, but could one of you bring me one of them first aid kits from the bathroom? It's just around the corner. Daxton stands up again and nods, heading off. Chase's eyes are fluttering a bit now. Maybe he's having a seizure, or dreaming of something real crazy, like being bitten by about 1,000 fucking black widows. I can't tell. The salamander returns, clutching the thick metal case that looks like it's from the 90s. It's metal as fuck.
Guitar riff. It's like fucking Tenacious D or Bill and Ted's.
Tenacious
Be
D.
excellent to each other.
And the pick of echo.
The pick of echo. The pick of the sucking man.
What I think is hilarious about this is you have just like this pack of dumbasses, and then there's like this, I don't know, 50, 60-year-old lady who's just like, oh my god, these kids are dumbasses. Get me the damn first aid kit, stop drowning him, stop standing there looking like an idiot, and give me these friggin' cushions. So, okay, come on, kid. My nephew, my grandson is not going to be charged with murder because of his stupid ass. Probably just false imprisonment and prison time.
Probably, yeah.
Dumbass.
She's Red from that 70s show. Flynn, you dumbass.
We both did it at the same time. Flynn, you're a dumbass. Auntie takes it, opening it up and grabbing what she needs like she's done this 100 times before. She applies the cold water to a piece of cloth and presses it against the spot near Chase's neck where the bite is. Once it's damp, she takes the old tube of antibiotic cream and squeezes out about a quarter of the contents onto the bite spot, then lathers it in. Chase winces, letting out a quiet cry. Stop! His voice is high-pitched and kind of pathetic, like a child's. Stop! Oh, don't whine, you. Oh, don't whine. You're a big boy. I'd be whining if I was in his position. It's kind of fitting, like Carl said. Ain't it, though? He looks to me, as if trying to gauge my expression. I'm managing to keep pretty stone-faced, despite everything. If he did what you said he did, I can't tell the weird distance. I can tell the weird distance Carl and I are keeping from him. Despite his sorry state, it's unnerving, the salamander. Just a couple of hours ago, it was all figured we were old friends and such. Chase begins to sit up, and it's like my heart lurches. I get that feeling in my skull again, the brain freeze. No. Only Carl seems to notice as I clutch my temple, the ram giving me a nervous, concerned look. Finally, Chase looks to me. Flynn? Again, with a childlike voice. It's like he's taunting me. I suck my lips. What the fuck am I supposed to say? I want to slap him again. I want the fucking truth. But he looks fucking pathetic. Everything's stiff. No kidding. You're rolled up in you're rolled in a darn black widow nest, kid. More interesting things to add to your little movie you're making of our fair town. Auntie sighs.
He's laughing about it.
Well, I mean, he's clearly alive, so that's good. I'm worried you'll have some more content here in a bit. What? What's... Ow! He seethes through his teeth as he clutches at his neck. What's going on? Reminds me of TJ, like he's about to start crying at a moment's notice or something. I haven't seen him like this in a long time. Carl's gaze shifts to the floor. I feel... weird. I seem to have forgotten my line.
Are you okay?
Everything hurts, but it feels different. It feels like it isn't a dream. It's not? I looked at Auntie.
He's gonna be fine, right?
Those bites can be real painful. It could have been nastier with a brown recluse, but it still ain't gonna be fun. I'd get him to some professional help, if I were you. If that's possible. I'm not gonna die? Chase peeps up, clutching at his neck. Unless you're an infant, elderly, or allergic, it's doubtful. The otter closes his eyes, letting out a long exhale. Meanwhile, Auntie stands up, heading towards the door. I need to speak with Mark and see what he found. I'll be outside. And Flynn, when this is all over, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you.
Okay, Auntie. Can I referee?
Oh,
No.
I've got to record this.
Yeah, Daxon.
Hey, Chase, let me have your camcorder. I want to videotape the ass beating of the century.
Chase just looks around. Thanks?
What the fuck is going on?
I don't understand. I think I've just blotted out this entire memory, and I don't know where I am, or what time it is, or what year it is, or I'm kind of having a psychotic break at the moment, and kind of regressing to a child. Mm-hmm. As she leaves, I can hear the rumble of engines and hushed murmurs from a small crowd. Then the door shuts, and it's quiet again.
What's wrong with you, Chase?
I try to keep my voice steady, though my vocal cords shrill a bit as I say his name. I practiced for years to get rid of the girly, gay tinge in my voice had after puberty, But at times like this, I can't really hide it.
Are you like a fucking sociopath or something? Are you trying to get off to this? You just gonna go home and come thinking about all the pain you caused?
Daxton flinches. I can tell he wants to step in Chase's defense. Chase says nothing.
I can understand screwing with me. I can understand screwing me over, you know? I originally figured you didn't give two shits about Sydney or what happened to him. You just wanted my dick. And that's fine. You followed me back at the river, 'cause that's all you wanted. Leo and the rest of your friends be damned. But fuck, it was so much worse. Just a minute. Just say the words.
No.
What?
Chase's arms and legs shake as he sits on the floor, craning his neck to look up at me.
You're saying you didn't do it, despite what TJ said?
He looks towards the door. You're an asshole, Flynn. He speaks, his voice still having that sweet, prepubescent cadence to it. But Sydney was a frickin' evil idiot, and I'm glad he died.
You're glad you killed him.
I'm glad he died.
That's no secret.
Daxton, looking 2 parts tense and awkward, steps further away from the otter. Chase's eyes begin to well up. He looks so weak, but brimming with emotions. The salamander mutters something about checking on the commotion outside and heads outward. The noise from the parking lot is getting louder. I hadn't really noticed. Someone shouts about something, and I hear someone else speaking up quickly, trying to calm them. A long silence follows. Carl's like a statue beside the desk, unmoving, not daring to risk drawing attention to himself. Those last 6 months before it happened, it wasn't him anymore. Or at least, not fully him.
What do you mean?
You remember that one time he got Toby that ice cream cone from the corner shop in Peyton? The cactus-themed place that had the agave ice cream. I pause. It's such a weirdly specific thing, and that it takes me a moment to recall. It's also so fucking strange to hear Chase call TJ Toby again. He teased him the whole car ride up, and he was upset as usual. Sydney bought him that strawberry waffle cone scoop, the one with the pointy end. He felt guilty, I think, for a while. Debbie was talking about Sunday school or something, and Sydney just took the cone and started trying to stab with the pointy end. It just crushed in on itself, but he wouldn't stop, like he was super into it. Then he just acted like he was scared, not of getting punished or anything, but like, in general, just in general, you know? I remember that. The shop manager was yelling at him, and he looked terrified. I told him not to worry about the townies. My teenage self thought it was hilarious. Do you remember the moment he decided to do that? The look on his face? It was like a... Chase clutches at his neck some more, the otter clenching his eyes shut. Thing was in front of him. Chase gesticulates in front of his head, making a swirling motion before letting both his arms drop limply to the ground. Dots.
Jesus.
It's like I just woke up from a really long, really bad dream. I haven't been myself in so friggin' long. Out of the corner of my vision, I can see Carl looking at me.
same shit that was happening to Sydney after? What happened? It happened to you? But fuck, I didn't see you do any of that shit until this week.
I don't know. I had bad dreams at first. Sometimes I'd see stuff in the dreams in the real world. I kind of just numbed myself to it. And Leo, he helped keep my mind off of things, I guess. He looks over at Carl. Then we went to college, and it wasn't so bad. I stopped taking my medications, and things felt a little better, I guess. Not great. I was still all hollow, but at least I wasn't seeing the demented crap at the end of my bed anymore. Jace takes a drink from his water bottle, cringing at the pain from each gulp. I don't know what to say. I was beginning to think he was going nuts. I was beginning to think I was going nuts. Like I was seeing shit that wasn't real. But hearing him talk about it out loud. Just like Sydney. That weird look he'd had before looking upset, or scared, or doing some real heinous shit. And Chase was doing it while ordering fucking brunch. I'm sorry. Something's wrong with me. Or was. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess, we can add that to the checklist of things to ask your aunt about.
Chase begins to stand up groggily. What? The front door is pushed open. Jenna standing in the doorway. Guys, you should get out here. She spots Chase steadying himself against the desk, her eyes widening, her ears flicking back momentarily. Oh, Chase, you're here. And where are your clothes?
There's spiders in them.
Carl mutters. Dots. I mean... Dots. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, just get out here. Jenna heads back out. Chase pushes himself off the desk, beginning to walk forward like a zombie from one of those old VHS films we used to watch.
Whoa, man. Don't you have like some spare touristy shirts and stuff around here somewhere? Do you seriously think Echo gets enough tourists to justify merchandise?
I just need to get back to the motel.
Clinic first.
The otter stumbles a bit. And though with some hesitation, Carl and I take him by each shoulder and help him out the door. I make sure to grab my rifle, though.
You still didn't answer my question.
She says nothing. We exit City Hall and are instantly greeted by a slew of faces.